and welcome to the third installment of the LoreDump podcast, found wherever you can find a podcast, I guess.
Pornhub.
Pornhub, Mixer.
Yep.
Quibi, and that's it.
Yeah.
And YouTube, I guess.
The hits, you know.
Just this the greatest places on the internet. Okay. I am your host, I guess, in this instance, and my name is Jared, and with me, as always, is the curator to my misery,
Jared.
Cole. And today, we're finishing up the trilogy and talking about the Predator franchise.
Oh boy.
Now, for the most part, Predator's been treated better in the movies than Alien has.
Is that hard?
No, it's incredibly easy to be treated more fairly than the Xenomorph has been. But at the same time, autism is the next step of human evolution. So. Oh,
the movies went stupid there. I mean, I wasn't able really to find any like Jerry Lewis-esque characters, in this one, but it was also more individualized because each Predator is like a character almost, so you get to see how he hunts. So while an Alien, it's more the species, like you see offshoots, because an Alien isn't really character, it's more of the hive is the character.
The idea is the character. They're just the cool looking thing that they gave the idea.
Yeah, and they're like, "Ooh, what can we do? It's a bull alien. It has horns."
I don't know what we're going to talk about, so if I decide to interrupt you with my own thoughts, we will. But yes.
Also, I don't know what we're talking about, so it'll be interesting.
How long has it been since you wrote this?
It's been like 2 days, but my brain has been flushed of it.
Yeah, so. With what we're talking about. Probably not next episode for them, but for the episode of that. Next episode we're recording, though.
Okay.
Impossible Creatures.
The game I've been playing, the RTS.
Yeah, anyway, and let's get right into it with the first slide that says,
the honor code. I wanted to get into...
You gotta fucking pronounce this first.
Yautja.
Yautja?
Yeah.
Like Joshua, but Yautja?
Yeah, Yautja. That's what they call themselves. They call themselves the Yautja.
Okay.
And I want to know, we always knew they have an honor code and they have rules. So what the fuck are the rules? I wanted to know this. Alright. Must hunt worthy game. Already broken.
Yeah, it's broken in Predator 2.
Yeah, he kind of just like hunts a whole train.
Kills a whole fucking train, kills a whole gang. I guess he was trying to get to the gang leader, I suppose, is the idea, but like he still hunted the whole gang.
Should he fail the hunt, he should kill himself.
Also broken in Predator 2.
Yeah. Well, he tries. He does, he brings out his thing, and he tries to do the detonation.
At the end, when he gets in the ship, though...
He starts fighting again with one arm, and then he gets killed.
Yeah, but whatever. I mean, it's one upholds that, so...
Yeah.
So far, of the 4 mainline movies, one's upheld.
Never take another Yautja's trophy, whether he be dead or alive.
I don't think that comes up.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Never murder another Yautja.
Okay, that's broken in 4.
Yeah, it's broken in 4.
And 3.
And 3, yeah.
Because there's the one that's tied up for some
Never
reason.
harm the innocent, presumably referring only to the Yautja.
I mean, they harm hella innocent.
Yeah, they are... When hunting for food, only take the weak. The idea is to keep the hunts strong. Yeah.
Keep the lineage strong, but kill the weak ones off.
And eat them up.
Yeah, makes sense.
When coming upon prey that is wounded by another predator and the prey is dying without sport, then you can show honor to another's kill.
Whatever.
Do not join another's hunt or enter into their territory without permission from the hunter. All trophies taken will be considered stolen. So if you enter another predator's territory...
Okay, I'm just gonna stop here. 7 through 13 seem esoteric as shit.
Yeah. Do not...
They're all way too long. Like, the first 6 are like half a sentence. And then 7 through 13 are just esoteric bullshit from what it looks like. Okay, continue.
Those who defeat you in a fair hunt or who are victors in a greater hunt show you mercy are considered equals. You must either kill both yourself and them or bestow them with a reward. You gotta kill both you and yourself.
So, like, thank you for showing mercy. Now we both must die.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Next.
Those who break the code are considered renegades and are no longer considered Yautja to be and to be killed on sight.
So I'm guessing the one that was tied up, since he broke the rules, was no longer Gaucho, so they can hunt him.
Well, those were renegade predators. They
so
were.
They're
They're like wolves and dogs, Jared. They're like wolves and dogs.
They look exactly the fucking same.
No, they don't. When he takes off the mask, they're like funky looking. I'll show you.
Yeah, but like throughout 90% of the movie.
No, he has a jaw on his mask. Oh my god. Never harm the diseased or offspring. The exception to this rule is if the prey is posing a threat, though they are never to kill those who are pregnant, even if a threat.
But what about Autism Kid?
He's the next stage. Okay, we'll get into that. That's at the end, man. That's at the end of this.
That's the movie that stuck with me the most, obviously.
When a duel.
That and the pizza delivery from AVP 2.
Oh, of course. Did you watch AVP 2?
I've seen the movie twice in my life. I didn't watch it for this.
Oh.
I watched the rest of them.
Classic movie. Best parts are the Predator, which are in this. When in a duel with an enemy, you must reveal yourself. In the novelization of AVP, a Predator decloaked before giving the killing blows.
But did he win the fight, then decloak, and then kill it? Or
yeah.
But then he didn't reveal himself in the duel. That seems like he broke the rule to me.
I don't know. It's such esoteric.
Yeah, esoteric.
Certain weapons of warfare are considered illegal in the hunts as they are too destructive and to be used only by military yautja. Such weapons include the blazer and the electroshock missile battery.
So battery, like artillery. Got it. Okay.
So those are the ones I went on next because I think they were part of the AVP Extinction RTS for the PS2.
What about the original AVP game?
No, they don't have any badass weapons like that.
In the Atari Jaguar one?
I don't know. No one's ever played that. That's what started the whole AVP video game franchise.
A game that no one played. Where playing as the Colonial Marine was the easiest option.
Yeah, because
guns beat hand to hand.
And Predators really only have one gun technically in the movies.
In the game, they don't have any.
Yeah,
He attacks with like the claw in his hand.
Oh my god, they don't even give him a plasma cannon?
Nope. In the game, only the Marines have ranged weapons. The Predators are meant to sneak around while cloaked, and the Xenomorphs have really high health.
Oh. Aren't the aliens also like supposed to sneak around and ambush?
Yeah, but they can move on things, but like their thing is you can still see them.
Yeah.
So you better hope you can swarm one dude.
So how do I use the keypad?
I don't know.
How is that supposed to help you play a game?
I don't know, Cole. I've never owned the Atari Jaguar.
You should buy it.
It's expensive. Anyway, off topic. Let's get back to military...
Cast.
Cased.
Cast.
Chased. Chastity.
They are the yautjas that are called upon when the Predators go to war. They are used to fight other species, and sometimes to settle clan disputes. Their armor is near impervious, as it is immune to acid blood, toxins, lower caliber bullets, and can even survive the vacuum of space for a period of time.
What is that period of time?
I have no idea. I didn't look that up.
To me.
Yeah, I am. They are also called upon when there is an escaped queen and recapture is not possible.
Queen of what?
Like the alien queen.
But like, why is that such a distinct...
little caveat?
Yeah, like...
I don't know, it was in the wiki. By the way, if you want any of this info and you don't want it from an unreliable source like me, please go to the wiki and just read it for yourself. I forgot to preface. We are not experts, we are idiots. Absolutely not.
We just Google search shit and then we find it interesting.
Yeah, sometimes we play it. Or watch it.
Oh no, I will watch and play anything that I am going to be presenting. I even watched all the Predators and Alien movies, despite having seen all of them before. Predator.
I saw, before we got into this, I saw all of the Predator movies and I saw all the Alien movies except for Prometheus and Covenant. And, oh boy, I didn't think they could get lower.
We both watched Covenant for the first time together, but like I didn't count Covenant because it was the newest one and it came out, 2017?
Yeah, I'm still mad at it.
Screw Ridley Scott.
Oh man.
That's the moral of the Alien movies. I can't wait for Alien 5 with with the Borg version, the Xenomorph Borg version of Ripley.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna
Anyway,
be great. Oh,
continue.
she comes up in this. We'll get to her.
Continue,
The
please.
two known casts of the military are the Hydras and the Blazers.
Those sound.
The
They
Blazer.
sound like gangs from a video game made in 1996 called NYPD. The robot cop game, you know. It
Yeah.
sounds like I don't remember what the games that would be called, but they sound like it'd be called the.
Oh, I
Hydras and the
remember. Oh,
Blazers.
the robot cop game that later become like Dota.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one was fun. I really liked that
Yeah,
game actually.
That's
It's pretty
actually I liked it too. I played it.
cool. Yeah, I have it somewhere. I don't remember where.
I
Anyway.
have a,
But yeah, that sounds like what the gangs in that game would have been called. I don't remember what they were called, but that
are
sounds
you
like
a Blazer?
No, I'd be a Hydra.
Oh, of
Hail
course.
Hydra. I would be Captain America.
Okay,
with a
so the
Hydra shield.
Blazer is a shoulder-mounted energy weapon that fires a sweeping infernal beam, okay? It's hotter than many suns at its core. It instantly heats an object that touches to the point of spontaneous combustion. It is designed to do large sweeping arcs across the target or targets that can continue to fire while moving. This can be upgraded to dual wield with one on each shoulder and are coordinated to maximum lethality. They are used by the Blazer clan. What do you think of this weapon, Jared? Is there anything you want to add?
Sounds fucking stupid.
What?
Sounds like it's something that should not be able to be used.
It sounds like it would burn your shoulder.
Right? It sounds like whoever used it would die. It sounds like, one, you can't make a weapon that would be able to survive using it. Like if you were able to create that level of heat from something, you're not going to be able to create a weapon that can use that level of heat. You know?
Also, it's so overpowered.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like it's so powerful that okay, think of the Star Killer from the new Star Wars movie.
Yes.
Right? Think about how they made a whole planet channel through a sun, right?
Yeah.
Theoretically, if that's
you-
one sun, right?
You miniaturize this into...
A cannon that's shoulder mounted. Like,
It's next to your head.
And is multiple powerful. It's hotter than many stars at its core.
Yes.
Whereas there's just one star. That's my point right there. It should be able to destroy planets and then just kill whoever used it.
Just pop, pop, pop.
Yes. So it should be like.
Also, with this thing, the predators are unstoppable.
Yeah, like it's also like it's like Dragon Ball Z in a sense, where like in the episode 10, Vegeta can just throw a key and destroy a planet, and that same key will hit the planet a different planet later on, and it just destroys a rock.
Yeah.
It's like whatever.
Well, yeah. The electroshock missile battery mounted. It fires 3 powerful armor-penetrating electroshock plasma missiles capable of targeting 3 targets, though it can be upgraded to target 9.
Is that a video game fact?
Yes. If it says upgraded, it's probably from a video game.
Ooh, excuse me.
I think these are from the RTS.
Let's just let the guy.
They are extremely useful against synthetic targets as they emit EMPs when detonated. They're used by the Hydra clan.
Figured. Hydra, multiple targets, multiple missiles.
Yeah.
Makes some bit of sense. Why is it called a battery, Cole?
I don't know. I've never played the game.
Artillery.
I don't know.
Artillery terms. It's a
Well,
battery.
why is it mounted to a man?
I don't
Or
fucking
not
know.
a man?
I mean, like, why is any of this? Like, okay, so this is stupid, right?
Yes.
But like, it's not egregious. It's like they thought of a cool weapon, and there's like, well, it's a predator, so it's gotta be mounted to him, right?
Well, we gotta make like 8 different units for predators to use.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is they thought of these cool weapons, and they were like, okay, they gotta be mounted, right? And they gotta be mounted to a predator, or else it defeats the purpose of the predator, right? They just overpowered a weapon, and the other one's just.
They're not meant to be taken cannon, though I shall.
The other one's just like Armored Core. You ever play those games?
Oh yeah.
And
No.
so that one would just be like they have these electric missiles that you could fire 3 at a time. They lock onto a target and they hit. It's just that, but like the fact that it's human mounted or humanoid mounted makes it stupid. You know what I mean? Also, like, was it like what cable of there's like this is it linked to the helmet, and the helmet like
I think
marks
so.
the targets?
Yeah.
Okay, or is it like heat seeking in which it would just go?
It would go whoop.
Right? Like
Just
you're the
hit
closest source to
hit
heat.
you right back at you.
Okay. Anyway.
We're on to the home planet, which is shown in.
We just did physical hand motions.
Yeah,
In a audio only format.
Well, it's fine because I did clarify it would go back around and just hit you in the
Oh, no, I'm just
chest.
commenting on how stupid we are.
Yeah. Well, I like to imagine it as a camera. I'm doing a lot of hand motions. I'm It's
You
like
made a whole
Talladega.
PowerPoint again for me, Cole. Thanks.
Yeah, it's like a Talladega Nights where he's like, "What do I do with my hands? Just put them down."
Stabbed himself. Anyway.
So on to Yautja Prime.
Why do they just name it Prime?
Because it's the prime planet from which they're from.
Why? That's like a lazy naming trope in fucking
It's
sci-fi.
also only in the AVP2 movies, so...
It's because they don't know the name, I guess, right?
I don't know. So it has at least two major biomes. Dry hot desert with flowing lava, and a nice wet jungle biome. It's got a ring on that. It's got a ring on that finger, and it's seen in Alien vs Predator Requiem.
It's got a ring on that
That's
finger.
some slang I put in. It's got a ring on that finger. There's a ring around it.
Somebody put a ring on Yautja Prime. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're just next. We're skipping right over that. There's not enough information.
No, we're not. We got the biology. All right.
Okay, the one on the right looks oddly weird.
She's female.
She-male.
Excuse me. That is. Jared, do we need to talk about?
I need to go to sensitivity training. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you?
LoreDump LLC sensitivity training. Guess what? I'm the one who teaches that. So.
That's fine by me. I don't care. I'm not in charge of that department.
Well, who put me in charge of HR again?
You did?
Okay.
Their blood is luminescent green and is capable of neutralizing xenomorph acid blood. If drank by human, it is known to extend a human's lifespan to be beyond what would be considered normal.
Okay. Why? I have several questions, but
Okay.
I'll start off with the stupidest one. Why normal?
I had some fling, some twang, if you will, to the PowerPoint to keep my attention.
Okay. First off, okay, let me get angry. I guess I'll get angry first. Okay, why the fuck does it neutralize xenomorph acid blood? Like, what's the thought process behind whoever wrote that?
I have no idea. I don't even know what's
Why
wrong.
Why do they instantly tie these two races together so much by even making their blood neutralize each other?
I feel like Predator's tied closer to Alien. Like, Alien could exist by itself without the Predator. But the Predator, a lot of their traditions and shit are related to the Alien.
Yeah, but I think that's shoehorned. Also, like, the Predator's been around far longer than the Xenomorph has.
I think, no, Alien's first.
How?
Alien was in the 70s.
What? No, I'm talking about, like, in universe.
Oh, in universe? Yeah. Well, actually, it
Because
depends.
AVP is non-canon.
Yeah.
So,
sir.
they weren't
Do I need to
hunting Xenomorph.
Do I need to show you my PowerPoint about my timeline?
The Ridley Scott verse?
The everything verse, Jared.
But no, my point is just this, right? In actual universe, not in the Cole timeline,
Yes.
AVP is non-canon.
Okay.
So they weren't hunting fucking aliens in the Mayan temples. So aliens came into existence in what? Like, say, 2070, right?
Yeah.
They've been around since before that.
They've
Why are
been
they so tied to them? Why do they hunt something that's so young and new? So much.
A lot of the comics and stuff kind of just took the AVP license and they just kind of ran with it. Like, oh, they've been hunting them for centuries. They've been around forever.
So essentially, they've been errated to not exist.
Yeah, but then it was also before they retconned it to be made recently.
Yeah,
like,
I just don't like how they're so tied together that now, like, the blood neutralizes the other blood. Because one, it wouldn't. Why would the Predator evolve that? Unless the only way it would make sense is if they found a species that did that and then took its genetic material and added to themselves.
What neutralizes acid, by the way? Is it like salt?
You want a base, a super powerful
like baking
base.
soda?
Yeah.
So maybe their blood's just like baking soda, and you can bake with it.
Like, if it's extremely basic, or I'm trying to think of the word. I can't think of the word in my top of my head.
A neutralizing agent?
Oh god. Okay, I'll keep talking. I'll Google it.
Well, do you want to talk about their lifespan? How it extends humans?
Yeah, explain that to me real quick.
If you drink predator blood, you'll live longer.
How?
I don't know. It makes you pump blood faster or slower. I don't know.
Oh god.
Arnold should start drinking that green shit he found in the jungle. It's on his...
Alkaline.
Yeah.
Alkaline. Okay, so their blood would have to be super high in alkaline.
Mm-hmm.
Very alkaline blood, which doesn't fucking make
Does
sense.
that make it glow?
I mean, alkaline batteries don't glow and you cut them open, I think. But who knows, maybe. But no, my point is just, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, it's this one thing that you write just because, like, that's cool, and then you're like, wait, what does that mean?
What does it mean?
It's just like one of those things where you're like, you include a thing because you thought it was interesting, and then you never thought, like, how much ripple effect can that create in the stupid world?
It's kind of like when you make a prequel, and then you just start throwing in all of these, like clones and robots, and you throw in guns that shouldn't exist.
Or the specifically the new Harry Potter prequels.
Yeah.
It's like that, where they're trying to throw all this stuff that you should already know from the history of the original Harry Potter movies, but like they're trying to change it, and like we already know how it's going to end. It's pointless.
Yeah, it's pointless, and you might just reveal something that changes. Like, why wasn't this shown at all?
Like
if
wizard shit on the side of the sidewalk.
If you were to show a new spell, which is something Harry Potter would do, just to be new and creative, it's easy. Spell. Why don't they use that spell ever later?
They do. They did that in Fantastic Beasts.
Did they?
In the sequel, Crimes Grindelwald, they did it.
That movie's awful.
Anyway, let's get back to.
Alright, they are thought to
Predator.
be cold-blooded, thus explaining why they enjoy hunting in the humid climate. They have thermal netting in their armor. So you know that fish netting they
the
got?
mesh they have.
Yeah, it's like a thermal netting that keeps them warm. And why they build their temples in Antarctica.
It doesn't make sense. If you're cold-blooded, you do not want to be near Antarctica.
Oh my god.
You want to be as far away from the cold as possible because you will die.
Look, it's fine.
Like, their temples would be underground in the Mojave.
Yeah. That.
Because think of cold-blooded animals. You think of lizards and reptiles.
Yeah.
Where do they live? The fucking humid jungle and the desert.
No, they love their temples in the Arctic. Their normal vision is unintelligible. I can't tell you. In the top right, that's a picture of what they normally look, how they normally see without their visors. I can't tell you what the hell I'm looking at.
It looks like someone left the sepia filter on.
Which is why they wear helmets that basically act as thermal glasses so they can see.
So how did someone that sell like that become this super advanced hunting ruse?
Maybe they used to see really well, okay? But they needed glasses, and that's what all their helmets are. Or like Predator.
But when would they use like what? Like did they become so reliant on the helmet now they can't see without it? Like if they explain that, that's fine.
I don't know.
Or if has that been their vision the whole time?
I'm fine with them becoming over reliant on the tools that they use.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a fine story if you want to tell that, but it doesn't seem like that's what they're trying to tell. It seems like these guys seems like they're inept without the equipment.
Yeah. They show that in the first one. He doesn't bother taking off his helmet or like, changing vision just to see Arnold as he's hiding in the mud.
Which wouldn't work.
Yeah, the mud would heat up pretty quickly.
Anyway, they can live thousands of years. Why?
Yep. I don't know.
How long?
Thousands.
Like 10,000?
A little lower, like maybe 1,000. Lucky to
thousands of.
Yeah, 2.
So that means 2 to 3.
Yeah, 2 to 3. Well, we see in Predator 2 they show that when he throws him the flintlock pistol, which I'll get into.
Yeah, he's lived for at least
actually, that is a comic. There's a comic that tells how he got it, but I didn't bother diving in.
He fight Blackbeard.
He fought a pirate of some sort. Well, of course he fights a pirate. They enjoy meat like every American out there.
Not every.
Most.
You're insulting our vegan watchers.
Well, good.
They're gonna find you and kill you. You're not an animal. They don't care.
Long dreadlocks is considered sexy.
Long dreadlocks are considered sexy.
Damn right, you must be a predator.
No, I'm correcting your grammar.
No. Femurs are considered to be larger than males. Their reproductive systems are very similar to humans, with males having balls and a phallic device for penetration.
Device?
Yeah, like in between their groin.
So an appendage.
Well, I also gave an example of the female. You know, she has this is in the new Predator game, Hunting Ground.
Her head looks really intimidating, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but she has like lipstick, kinda.
I guess she does. She has little red parts up there.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think she looks ridiculous, because when you see it in full, you can see like the weird red lipstick, and it just looks...
Is Hunting Ground like one of those Dead by Daylight games?
Yeah. It's like, you know the Friday the 13th game that came out?
Dead by Daylight is the original.
Well, they're the same people who made the Friday the 13th game. It's
Okay.
really glitchy. There's like 3 maps, but they're all in the jungle, so
And is there an exploit that makes the being a survivor way too easy?
there's an exploit of just leveling up the predator, and you become like you can kill people in 2 hits because
There's a glitch in Friday the 13th, if I remember correctly. Not a glitch, but like a simple, like, if one person did this every game, the human survived no matter what.
So I've watched games, and it seems to alternate between either the predator gets his shit kicked in because the humans are just good FPS players, you know, and they just snipe.
Like, do you have guns?
Well, the humans do.
Oh, that's stupid then. I don't
Yeah,
like it.
the humans do, and they just snipe them from 150.
This whole game genre just needs to stop to me. Like,
it was they love this like asymmetrical multiplayer combat.
it's
And
bad though.
it could be interesting, but they just do it all wrong.
Like, I like the Dead by Daylight concept of, like, okay, you just gotta escape.
Yeah.
As soon as you make it combat, it's kind of stupid.
And then you can level up the predator to get more types of predators. Like there's a berserker one, and there's a berserker one that at the very end it's like level 50, and he kills people in 2 hits.
That sounds stupid.
And then the permanently kill them, they rip off their head. Now we get to
The Jungle Hunter.
the jungle hunter.
The Jungle Hunter. Don't fall off your stool there.
No, I have something to protect me. Yeah, the jungle hunter, the original OG predator that all predators strive to be.
Is that true? Oh,
Ah.
look at it. I see the one I want.
Yeah, he's in the
Yes.
corner.
I see him.
I threw him in there for you.
You know what Predator should have been? A bug man.
A bug man? You like the original design?
Yeah, you know what Predator almost was? A fucking bug man.
They did have to create this design in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just telling the audience. And
Oh,
for
God.
2 weeks to design this is extraordinary.
So yeah, like so we should explain. So Predator was originally designed to be, if you're watching the YouTube video, this image on the bottom right corner, it's a bug man looking thing, and they got into the jungle and they decided it was terrible. So
who originally played it was a Jean-Claude Van Damme, I think.
I forget. And like they got in and they decided scrap it. That's why for the first half of the movie you don't see the Predator at all. They only see the blurred lines, which builds to the Predator.
Yeah.
Originally, those scenes were supposed to have the Predator like hiding in it.
Also, if you look at the movie, like if you start to like pay attention, you'll notice that the Predator isn't in any scene with them.
Yeah.
Like all his scenes are like him hanging off a branch or in the distance, which
Or-
you could easily like,
do after.
yeah, here, set up this jungle like tree and have him hang from it.
So they shot all the scenes with the humans, and then they got the Predator costume, and then they shot the Predator scenes, and then they did the promotional material.
Yeah.
So that's why Predator, and they pulled it together. But like
Dude, this guy works great under pressure.
like, whoever designed the Predator, good on you, because you did it in the most harrowing of circumstances,
Oh my
way
God.
better than you ever should have. But I personally think the Bugman would have been great. I think everything needs Bugman.
No.
Anyway, come on.
All right. The badass who hunts with the minimal of what a predator's arsenal has to offer, which is only after the fact. We didn't know what the predator's arsenal
Oh,
has.
you mean like
Like,
the
if
guy? It's like the arsenal grew over the movies.
Yeah, and if you look back, it's like, man, he only had like a blade and a cannon, and he just went into a jungle.
Retrospectively, they made him cooler than he needs to be.
He began hunting humans in 1987 in the jungles of Guatemala during the hottest summers.
You know, Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Guatemala is what you said.
Guatemala.
Okay.
Becoming a local legend called the Demon, who makes trophies of men.
Okay, is that cooler in Spanish?
It must be.
That sounds really lame in English.
It does. It really does. Faces Arnold mano y mano in the second best fist fight in a movie, the first being in The A Live.
Between Ryan and the.
Yeah. How could
Just
you?
put the glasses on.
Do you like that I mentioned that?
Yeah, just watch that movie.
Come on. Also,
okay, that's also it's mono. It's French.
No, it's not.
It is.
I don't believe you.
Anyway.
He had a wrist blades, a plasma caster, cloak, a spear gun that was cut from the final movie.
Okay.
And
I
the
didn't know that. That's
bio
nice.
helmet, wrist gauntlet with a nuke, and some medicine. The wrist blades are also perfectly Arnold neck shaped.
Like the distance is perfectly to
Yeah,
miss
because
his
he
neck.
pins him down with the thing, but it's like you could have hit him in the throat and he would have been dead.
I really hope like they're adjustable, right? Like he adjusted it to just be intimidating.
Like it's a little like a.
It's like the clip you put on your phone thing, you know? And
Oh,
you push
yeah.
it, you would like push it in and it automatically goes all the way out, and then you can tink it to levels.
I want it to be like a vice where he has to spin it.
Like as a whole, like it's back here though, so he's like, we're both pantomiming up on the bicep, right?
Yeah. The
Okay.
only predator to successfully use the self-destruct to prevent humans from getting his tech.
I mean, the last one gave humans tech, so
Yeah. He broke the rules.
I mean,
It had to be designed and built in 6 weeks to replace the previous creature.
who looks like the fucking Bigfoot?
Okay, it wasn't. I think I was saying 2 weeks before. It's actually 6.
That's still incredible. This design is. This like if you gave me 3 years in 1982 to design this, I'd be like, I would come up with that.
Yeah. After its death, the ship automatically returned to Yaltra Prime with a recording of everything that happened through the biohelmet. The recordings were studied and gave an increased respect for the humans and inspired more hunts of the humans, such as with the City Hunter, which is the next one.
Predator 2. But my random comment, if you can see the image, bottom right corner, he looks like the fucking Sasquatch Bigfoot video, like the one where he's just walking by and
just
sees
like,
the camera. He's just like, looks like that. It's like,
Also, I put in a picture to show you the invisible with his eyes glowing.
Yeah.
For some reason, predators love to do this. Just glow their eyes.
the reveal.
Yeah. Pew. I mean, it looks cool, but it makes no sense as a hunter. Why would you reveal yourself?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
At first mistaken
Hold
for
on.
Jamaican...
We should say the title.
Well, the City Hunter, of course.
Oh, the City Hunter from Predator 2.
Yeah.
Which was not the best
It was okay.
at the time, but now after seeing Predators and the Predator, it's the second best Predator movie.
I mean, after... Like, it wasn't good at the time, but in retrospective of seeing where the franchise would become...
Also, I think that I like it a lot more than just an action movie.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll talk about that at the end.
Well,
of this
we'll
slide.
talk about it as we go, because I'll bring up some fun little things, bunch of misspellings, whatever.
I'll point them all out.
Well, a lot of the misspellings are because it
Names.
doesn't recognize plasma caster, wrist blades, spear gun,
He also
combi
misspelled
stick.
colleague.
It's fine.
I
At
know.
first mistaken for Jamaican voodoo criminals.
That's weird. Is it because they have dreads?
Well, no, they do like literal voodoo and they
True.
talk in a Jamaican accent. That in the movie, they actually do that. It's so weird. A hunter who conducted his hunt during the 1997 heat wave / crime wave, which Predator 2 predicted.
Yeah, predicted the LA crime wave of the mid '90s.
With,
Oddly perfectly.
yeah, you were watching, you're like, was this made in the?
It was made in 1992, and it takes place in 1997. And at 1992, the crime wave hadn't started yet, but by 1997, it would be at its peak.
Yep.
Which is fantastic, and I maybe real life just mimicked art in that case.
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah. He eventually decided to kill his colleagues. Oh wait, sorry, I skipped one. Taking advantage of the turf war, killing several gang members, and eventually seeing Harrigan as a great warrior.
Harrigan being
The cop.
Danny Glover.
Yeah, Danny Glover.
The non-racist Lethal Weapon guy.
Mm.
Who needed to be in more movies than he ever was
Well, Mad Max was busy.
in. Being racist.
Yeah.
What was he doing in 1992?
I don't know. I don't keep up with Mel Gibson.
Is that Braveheart?
No,
Wait,
Braveheart was in 2000s, I think.
No, it was early, mid 90s.
I don't believe you.
Maybe late 90s. I forget.
Fake
I can
news.
Google. Anyway, continue.
Okay. Eventually deciding to kill Harrigan's colleagues to infuriate him and make the hunt more interesting. So he jumped on a moving train and slaughters the whole train, like a whole car of the...
1995.
Oh, is that 1985?
1995 was Braveheart.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so it might have been shooting during this time.
Maybe.
Great part shot on scenes, on locations, so it probably took a while to shoot.
Yeah. Also, it's a lot of...
Huge.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt you.
He didn't-
Also, we should note that Gary fucking Busey was originally supposed to be played by...
Gary Busey's character is supposed to be played by Arnold
Arnold.
Schwarzenegger, but I think he refused the role at the time.
yeah, and then they replaced him with Gary fucking Busey.
Is that an upgrade?
No.
Of course.
It's one of the biggest downgrades in movies. Gary Busey. And his son, Jake Busey.
He then returned to a slaughterhouse he had been using as a source of food every 2 days, but was ambushed by Alf, otherworldly life form team.
Oh yeah, the fucking Gary Busey team.
Yes.
Which has the dumbest name.
He gets his arm chopped.
It's like Awoka.
He gets his arm chopped off by Harrigan. He does it as he's hanging, and he's like pushing the buttons, and he gets it chopped off by the smart disc.
Yep.
He has a large amount of weapons. This is when they're starting to like branch out of the normal Predator arsenal. They got the plasma caster, the wrist blades, the cloak, the spear gun. This time fully in.
Kept.
Yep. The combi stick, which became legendary in all Predator. They all love their spear.
Yep.
The net gun, the smart disc, the bio helmet, and they had more. This is the first time they showed more.
He cycles through the visions to try and see them, which
and
he
sees
does.
UV light, which sure. He had the wrist gauntlet where he shot the little energy blaster on it.
Yep.
And he had more medicine tools. I'm assuming to cauterize the wound on his arm.
Yeah.
It's also seen having a handheld breathing device when he's demasked, while fans have speculated that that's not for breathing, that it's drugs.
Unmasked.
Unmasked?
Unmasked would be the correct term.
Well, I don't read books. I don't.
I'm just gonna sit here and criticize your grammar.
Yeah.
Who needs to comment on this? And then the next one is about how it was designed to look more urban.
It was designed by Stan Winston, who's a legendary in special effects, to look more urban and hip. And according to him, broader concepts the same. The difference is this is a different individual of the same species, as is a snake is a snake, but different snakes are different. Their colorings are different parts are their characteristics, and their facial structures subtle differences.
Okay, so now we should get to my...
I really like his face, by the way. I like the way he looks as a predator without
I like
the
his
mask.
Design. I really like the design of the City Hunter. It was really interesting, and it looked like you're like, yeah, that's a predator, but it was different enough.
Yeah, he has more coloring. It's more brown a little bit.
Yes, but I do have something to say. So I love Predator 2 because it's a cop movie that turns into a Predator movie.
Yes, it's like the first one was an action movie where you think Arnold Schwarzenegger is the Predator, but it turns out it's this giant hunter.
So my pitch for all future Predator movies is for them to be a genre of movie that just turns into a Predator movie. Like, I really want like a rom-com starring like Mark Wahlberg, who's like an ex-Marine looking to date, and like halfway through, a restaurant that he owns gets attacked by a predator. Boom, Predator movie. And it's not called Predator. It's just called something. I want every movie to be that now.
I want a college party movie. Like a frat house, but a predator jumps to the roof and starts slaughtering people.
Yes, that would be like... That is my ideal Predator franchise now, is just every single genre of movie, but then a Predator shows up.
You know what? The City Hunter might be one of my favorite, like, movie Predators. He looks cool as the best. He looks like a Predator without... He has like a bronze helmet almost.
Yeah, his helmet's like a
brownish
cool color.
Tent.
It looks like it's meant to blend in a city somehow.
Yeah.
Like, he knew what terrain he was going to be hunting in, and he prepared for it.
Why haven't they ever returned to the city? That's such a, like, a good...
Because some people really hated it when it came out.
I think, like, well, now we've been in the jungle, like, three more times.
Well, another problem with it is, like, okay, so on its release, people were pissed off about a couple things. Number one, why isn't Arnold in it? That was the biggest thing people were pissed off about, too. They felt weird about it taking place in the city. They felt like well, it's a hunter, he should take place. But he's hunting humans. Who cares where it takes place? He wants to be where there are humans that are worthy of his hunt.
Yeah.
And three, like me, they were mad about Gary Busey being in it.
I don't care.
They weren't. Gary Busey wasn't hated back in 1992.
Okay.
Okay, we're going on the next one now?
The Lost Tribe.
What's this?
These are the predators
the ones that
in
come
the
in
ship. Yes.
Okay.
Shown in Predator 2, also known as the Los Angeles Hunting Party, led by Grayback, while only one participates in the hunt. Possible acting as a trial while the others oversee it. Led by Grayback, who gifts the flintlock to what's his name again?
Harrigan.
Harrigan? Yeah,
Detective
his
Harrigan.
other trophies were like a sword, dog tags, and a patch from a United States 2nd Infantry Division. I see the two ends there by accident. Oops. After production, all the suits were lost. This is why they're called the Lost Tribe. So somewhere out there, someone has
10 suits.
well, I think there's how many? 9. 9 and they were played by the Los Angeles Lakers. Because they
So which one is this?
underneath these suits is the Los Angeles Lakers. Because I think the guy who played Harrigan, he had connections to them, and they needed tall people to just be in the suits, not to do stunts, just to like, can you just sit in a suit?
Okay, I gotta find out which 9 Lakers played these guys. I'm gonna get a Predator helmet, and I'm gonna have all 9 of those Lakers sign it. That's now my new goal for Predator memorabilia.
Yeah, this scene was the most expensive due to having 9 unique armors for all the Predators for like a couple minutes. This is where all the budget went into.
Some of the effects in this scene are really bad.
Especially behind them, the spaceship.
But like, I understand 1992 and whatever. Jurassic Park comes out 1 year later, so no, I'm not defending that.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is just like, cause like when they phase in, right? You can see some of them like just like you can see the black outline and a lot of stuff. It looks really bad at times, but I give them for having the balls to do it inside a fake alien ship.
Yeah, they have a couple of the helmets are kind of cool. You can kind
of see.
Of it is,
I like how they have like. I wish like these guys each had like their own movie. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean one. What's his name? Grayback, the elder predator in the top left. He has a couple comics just because to show off. Like you gotta have a comic to show off. We got the flintlock.
Right.
But
no, my whole thing is just like I would like if these guys were like instead of waiting 19 years and giving us Predators.
Yeah.
Just like make a movie about the boar predator, and he hunts like he's a wild animal and hunts like with nothing, just uses his fist to rip apart
all
things.
The names for them are like made by fans because they're not given names.
But I'm like I just use an example that I saw on your slide. I'm like, just do that because that would be cool. Or
if you want to expand pictures, just go right ahead. Just don't. I think I have a secondary. They all look cool though. Next, I went to spaceships.
There's a typo.
Oh, where? All of it?
Oh no.
First, we got the scout ship, a short-range Yautja spaceship that is usually connected to the mothership.
There's your typo.
Huh?
There's your typo.
Well, you can fix it if you want. I don't care. I typed this quite quickly. Not very durable against other Yautja tech, as a plasma caster will punch a hole into it.
Do you know what your typo is, right?
Is it spaceship?
Yautja.
Look
at the first time you put it in there.
And
Yantja, the Yantja.
Yantja.
The Yantja spaceship.
Look, okay, they're southern. They're not really good at
They are not the human beings from StarCraft. The Terran. All have a southern. We'll get to that when we get to StarCraft.
We'll get there. I'll do it. I've played all of them. Has a wonderful trophy room, holographic tech, a nice storage room for some captured facehuggers, force fields, and cloaking tech, along with a drop pod for the predators to drop onto whatever planet they want to hunt.
It's a nicely designed ship. I have no qualms with it.
Yeah.
A lot of sci-fi gives me stupid ships to bitch about, but this one's fine.
And then we got.
It's not as cool as the Event Horizon spaceship, but it's cool.
I've never seen Event
Horizon. It looks like it's fucking like death in space. It's awesome.
Is it like a cathedral-esque?
It's like got this really like narrow middle part, and then it just drops into this giant like. It looks gothic.
Yeah.
And it's all black, and it's really cool looking, and it looks like you're gonna die if you go in it. So like.
I wonder if he got inspiration from Warhammer.
Who knows?
They love their gothic.
1998.
Warhammer's been around for.
I know, but I'm saying like I don't know how popular Warhammer was in 1998.
Well, didn't that movie come out after Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got the Mothership, a big mobile base for the hunters, and an independent vessel that can dock scout ships, usually inhabited by a singular clan. Has cloaking tech, a trophy room. Every ship contains a Xenomorph queen, which can be released if they wish to hunt her.
Fucking stupid.
Has a giant laser that can be fired out of the front, which drills through thousands of miles of ice in a second.
Okay, that's way too powerful.
Well, that's shown in AVP1.
Yeah. Where does he get his power source?
I don't know. So,
And also, the alien queen is fucking stupid.
why?
Because, like, why would you just keep that?
Just in the ship? What if you crash any ship by accident?
Yeah, and it's now loose, and now you gotta deal with, I don't know, a whole army.
Yeah, a whole queen.
Why do aliens always win in the AVP movies?
I don't know.
It's so stupid.
The Predator's supposed to be like a badass. Though in the first one, in AVP 1, they're like training them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one is Wolfen. He's cooler, but he still loses.
Yeah.
But, like, why?
And, like, even then, like, they should just... They're the ultimate hunter. They should be able to hunt.
The whole point of AVP is that a whole bunch of aliens versus a Predator. It's not a 1v1 match. The Predator would win.
Yes, it should. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't win, but he should.
He should.
It's like they nerf the Predator whenever he goes up against the Xenomorph because the Xenomorphs look cooler to some people. Anyway.
Some, I don't know. You enjoyed the Predator design more.
Yes, personally. I think the Predator looks... I think the Xenomorph looks more like an alien, where the Predator looks more like a sophisticated race that's evolved to a higher point, which is what they're supposed to be. And they should be able to, if they're the ultimate hunters that have been hunting for millennia, they should be able to hunt Xenomorph.
Yeah, I mean...
Especially since all they seem to do is hunt Xenomorph in the comics.
That's all they fucking do. Large structure... So the next slide is
the Predator Xenomorph temples, as seen in AVP.
Yeah. Large structures that Yalchor taught ancient humans how to make, so that's why so many civilizations have pyramids, Jared.
So this is going off the theory that the pyramids were given to Egypt and Aztec and the ones in Africa, that they were given to them by aliens.
Yes, it builds on that idea.
I feel like the fucking dude. The aliens.
Oh, aliens.
But, like, it's the same, like, because real world people, there's a whole TV show devoted to that, ancient aliens. So, like, people genuinely believe that the pyramids were given to us by aliens. So this is just playing off that human belief that we have. And yes, they would worship the aliens they gave them as gods. And that's why there's actually, in the Aztecan pyramids, there's a weird long-headed shaped thing carved into it that they say is an alien. That's where one of the theories came from, is they saw these human-like shapes with super long heads. But also Aztec skulls had those as well, so. Because the kids that were going to be shamans, their mothers would force their heads to be longer.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I got all this information from Indiana Jones 4, of course.
Kicking on the crystal skull.
Yes. Apparently used for them such as habitation and rituals, they are most known for breeding more xenomorphs and hunting them.
So I like how I do like the sacrifice part of it.
Yeah.
That was cool. I liked that. Where like they sacrificed 8 people.
Yeah.
They all lay down. That was a cool idea, and I respected the idea.
Some also made in honor of legendary predators. The insides of a pyramid hide their advanced technology that aid in hunts and awaken the entombed alien queen. You see that in AVP, where it starts electrocuting her and waking her up from her hibernation. They would also return to these temples periodically to have new hunts. When a hunt fails, they activate their self-destruct, killing all the aliens and anything in their vicinity.
Yeah, which they show in like the flashback scene.
Yeah.
Where they're
trying
to understand it. Yeah.
A lot of this is from the flashback scene. The temple in AVP is located in Antarctica. Makes no sense. Makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't.
Then we got Wolf.
Wolfen? Is he from the movie Wolfen?
He's from AVP 2. He's named after the character in... I can't remember the movie. But he's a cleaner. He cleans up the messes that is left behind.
And he should not have lost.
No. He's an experienced hunter of xenomorphs that was sent to Earth to clean up the mess that was a pred alien on Earth. He's a character from Pulp Fiction, the cleaner.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, next.
He had acidic scarring on half of his face from a xenomorph. You can kind of see it in the top right.
Yep.
Came armed with 2 shurikens, wrist blades, dissolving liquid, 2 plasma casters, combi stick, whip, laser mines, tracking syringe, and a power punch glove.
Tracking syringe?
Yeah, he injects it he injects a little thing into what the facehuggers had on them, and he injects it into his thing, and he tracks, and he can see where they went.
Okay, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's a really weird one. The laser mines are like a red laser grid that slices whatever goes through it. The tracking syringe can take facehugger DNA and see their tracks, and if they had been on a host. I'm not sure how it knows that it's been on a host.
Doesn't the facehugger die after it's been on the host?
Yes.
Stupid.
How
many times? Count the times I've said stupid. Let me know.
The Power Punch glove that gives the outro a boost in punching strength that allows Wolf to punch a hole from the sewer to the street to pursue Xenomorphs. Oh boy.
We'll just call it Hulk hands from now on.
Okay, Hulk hands.
Yeah,
when his dual plasma canisters broke, he fashioned them into like a pistol that was slower firing.
Because he's cool, good like that.
Yeah, he's cool.
He should
I like
not have
that.
lost.
Yeah, he has a bullwhip that wraps around its target, and then once wrapped around, it pulls and it cuts it in half, and is resistant to alien blood. Died at the hands of the Predator alien as both stabbed each other, then they got nuked. Also, if you look in the top hand, you can see his whip.
Yeah, the bullwhip.
Yeah, it kind of some people think it's like an alien tail that he cut and fashioned into a weapon.
It just looks kinky to me.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, he's into the same clubs that Clive Barker's into. Yeah, Clive Barker, the guy who made Hellraiser, he's into BDSM.
Oh, I mean, good for him.
On a scale of 1 to 10, he says he's a 6.
What's a 10?
I have no idea. If a 6 can make Hellraiser, what could a 10 make?
Oh boy, I can't wait. I mean, what's the best part of that movie?
I mean, no, the pizza delivery guy.
I hate you.
Okay, so I haven't seen AVP since AVP 2 since the year it came out.
Yeah.
And the only thing I really remember from it is the pizza delivery scene.
I've seen clips. Honestly, and the problem is, Wolf, people have put all of his clips together on YouTube and just thrown them up.
Yep.
It's 10 minutes.
And that's the whole mile movie you should watch.
Yeah,
Okay.
that.
I didn't preface, I prefaced the Prometheus movie thing by saying I hate Prometheus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me preface the rest of this by saying I like Predator. I kind of like Predator 2. The rest is not worth watching.
Not really, no.
Like, what does Predators have to offer?
Like, it has okay action scenes.
It has the Topher Grace reveal.
That's stupid. It doesn't...
It doesn't work, but, like, at least it's interesting.
Yeah.
The rest of the movie's boring. And then, what does the Predator have to offer?
Oh boy.
A game of fetch with a predator dog. That's it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Alright, do you want to go on to the next slide?
Yeah, we gotta move a little bit faster. We've been talking for 50 minutes now.
It's fine, it's fine.
Yep.
Predators using xenomorphs as dogs. And acting as attack dogs of a clan of predators called the Killers. Killers consisted of a bunch of heretics that would rather kill than hunt. The clan was thought to be extinct after a clan war, but they survived and hunted up to the 22nd century. The trained xenomorphs are different in that they have tusks, so there's like a different offshoot breed.
So they mated them with a woolly mammoth.
Yeah. What? No.
They have tusks. Okay, walrus then. A walrus? That work for you?
They also have a constant tech jammer that is like a continuous EMP. Also appear to just have guns. Like, if you zoom into the pictures, they just have a rifle.
Legit, these might be my favorite predators. It's like, what if a predator just didn't give a fuck? They'd be unstoppable.
I mean, that's what you like, right? Like, the bottom right, you can see them, like, holding them back, and they got, like, cool...
Like, I don't really care. I don't like the xenomorphs as dogs things. That's stupid. If I was ever, I would never keep a xenomorph.
I'm
one
not
would. Stupid, right? But here's my thing, right? I really like the idea of a predator that just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, you guys have rules? Well, cool. I have a gun, and I don't care.
Even when they set in the movies, when they say they don't have rules, like the next one, the Super Predators, great transition, they do things like have a one-on-one sword fight.
Yep.
No, they wouldn't give a fuck. They would just shoot them in the face and move on.
Yeah, but those ones, the killers, sound like legit badasses that would be like, hey, the Predators stopped caring, and now they run the universe.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
A clan of bad blood Yautjas. Bad blood being the Yautja that hunt other Yautja, which is kind of like a natural progression of the series. Like, what's the best thing to hunt? Humans. Why not another Yautja?
Why are humans the best thing? I would love another, like, aside from the interesting rom-com and college comedy. I would just love like predators not on Earth hunting random aliens.
Yeah, just
Like,
why
like
can't
I understand that as a movie producer or scriptwriter, you think has to have humans in it for those
Yeah.
characters for you to relate to, but it doesn't. Things have proven that it doesn't.
yeah, like one of my favorite new animations is Primal.
Yes.
I would love if he was able to do it. No subtitles, no nothing. You just get like
20 minutes.
20 minutes of a predator hunting. That's all you need.
Yep. And
Fast, quick, bam.
It would be interesting. It'd be cool, and it would definitely appeal to like the people that like the original Hunter as well as just younger people. Because let's face it, the Predator doesn't do that.
No.
I mean, I understand the 3-act play is dead, but the Predator is a no-act play because it all just blends into bullshit.
So the Super Predators have an unknown blood feud with the OG classics. You know, what?
Just keep going.
More of a cousin to the traditional predators with several physical differences and cultural differences. Only hunting in a pack of 3, though more exist as Roland killed about 2 in the movie.
Yeah.
They enjoy hunting on their own game reserve planet.
Which is weird.
It's weird, but I'm alright with it.
I mean, I understand like the idea behind it, but also I'm kind of just like, why would you do that?
Only seeking the thrill of the hunt and not caring for honor, such as removing their weapons or unarmed targets or killing unhealthy opponents.
Yet we'll have a sword fight with the samurai.
Liked causing fear and trapping their prey.
Yet we'll have a sword fight with the samurai.
Seek to get better and better techniques and technology with every hunt. All had a single long wrist blade they could fire out.
Mm-hmm. That they used to have a sword fight with the samurai.
So first we got the Berserker known as Mr. Black that they called him on production. He's standing at 7.
He's got the black head.
Yeah. He's got a black face mask and you kind of see his weird head.
Anyway, stands at 7'8".
Yeah.
He's an ugly bastard.
Yes, he is. He has a minigun-like blast that has like 3 barrels that are rotating and can fire faster. It's also used by the Tracker Predator. Got a single long blade like the other 2. Had a new vision that allowed him to see a heartbeat. How?
Cole, that breaks science.
Does it?
Did
they play Modern Warfare 2? It's like, that's a cool thing. They got an attachment on your gun that could see a heartbeat sensor.
Like, it's like, how? Unless you have something implanted in the person that would allow you to see the bloodstream.
He was born with superior physical abilities and intelligence. Youngest Yautja to ever kill a Xenomorph and get young blood status. Young blood. Young bloods when they kill an alien. And then they do the symbol like in the fucking Alien AVP movie on their head. Is considered a prodigy among his clan, rising to the honored class and becoming the leader of his own hunting clan consisting of himself and 2 young blood predators.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, then we got the Falconer.
This is the guy who had a sword fight.
Yeah, 7'5". Lacked a plasma caster. Is the only honorable super predator as he's allowed a duel. He allowed a duel to happen with just his wrist blade.
Shouldn't he have removed his mask?
Huh?
Shouldn't he have removed his mask during the duel?
I don't know. I don't really like... I should say, I don't like the look of these predators. Their heads are too big.
I liked Mr. Black a little bit. This one, it looked like they're trying too hard to make him look cool. Why is his mask so wide?
That's the thing, is when you see it up front, it looks so wide. From the side, it looks angled and kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's my problem with a lot of these masks.
I like the 3/4 look.
Yeah?
The bottom right one.
Mm-hmm.
Not the direct side one, because the direct side looks like way lumpy in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you look at the 3/4 one, it looks like it's cool because it doesn't look that fucking wide. But you look at it straight on, it is wide as shit.
Yeah.
Also,
even in the first slide, like Mr. Black, his head's so big.
Yeah.
All the predators are so big-headed. It doesn't.
And I don't mind it as much because like he's also just giant. You know.
Yeah.
This one it sticks out because his body's like sleeker.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like as we were talking about, we want a samurai movie.
Absolutely.
Predator in Japan.
It'd be
and
awesome.
And the Predator in the Wild West.
We'll get to those.
I want those as movies, though, not as fucking comics. They should be movies. That'd be awesome. Just imagine a Wild West movie, and then just, boom, it's a Predator movie now.
Oh, it'd be cool.
It'd be interesting. Add interest back to Predator. That's my one thing.
Then we got the Tracker.
Did he track things?
Yeah, with his dogs.
Good for him.
Yeah. Notable for his use of hellhounds to flush out his prey. Killed by Nikolai when he suicide bombed the Predator. He had a singular wrist blade, similar plasma caster, updated vision. Also had a whistle to control his hounds that you hear. You never see it.
Mm-hmm.
He wears armor on his legs and arms, and it's supposed to show that he protects them from his hounds. Because they're bony as fuck. That's in the next slide. Also enjoyed the company of his hounds. He bred and trained them as he believed they weren't used for their fullest extent. On his first Xenomorph hunt, his hounds allowed him to track and kill a Xenomorph in record time, but there wasn't as much left for a trophy as they shredded the alien. So, these dogs...
Are they immune to the acid blood?
They shredded an alien.
But Wolf can't beat a predator.
So these, so all that bottom stuff came from the back of, like, a toy box.
So essentially, that's non-canon, but you're including it because it's stupid.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
I respect it. I respect the stupidity.
Yeah. Gotta include it. I saw it and I was like, well, there's not much else.
We still got 20 slides left.
It's fine.
Next.
The Predator dogs, also known as the Hellhound, an aggressive-like species used as a hunting tool, is used by the tracker super predator to flush out their prey. Controlled with a whistle device that is used to call back the master to prevent them from killing the prey. The predator has armor on his legs. I already said that. And is very resilient. You see at one point, at point blank, they're taking minigun shots.
Yeah, and it can shred through an alien and not die to the acid blood somehow.
Don't know that.
No. They shredded an alien, and they lived. Therefore, they're somehow immune to the acid blood. Don't fucking judge me. That's what it said, and that's what you can infer from the fucking stupid line, okay?
Yes. So these are better than aliens.
Yeah. Why don't they hunt these things?
I don't know.
like the Xenomorphs are the ultimate prey. No, these fucking things are, because they can kill the Xenomorph with no trouble. Does a predator ever fight the Xenomorph king?
No, sadly, he's only in one comic.
Fuck that shit. Let's write it.
Yeah. Then in the next part of their clan, they have a 4-armed predator that's massive.
Is it Goro? Is Goro a predator now? There's an alien in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that has wrist blades, but whatever. He was dropped on the game reserve after the events of Predator. Has some wrist gauntlet with wrist blades and some armor. That's it. It was in a comic for to show what happened after, and they.
I like your title for the next slide. I just typed it. But anyway, yeah, okay, I understand why you would have a comic to explain what happened after Predators.
Yeah, I think they dropped Roland a suit of Predator armor.
Yeah, you told me you were going to get back into him. Did you include that or did you not?
I forgot. Okay. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Okay, when we do the update after the next Predator movie comes out, we'll cover that.
I'll mention Roland. And if I don't, fans will get mad. If we have fans. Or maybe it'll just be me.
More gonna get mad.
Yeah.
We see 20 views on this, it's all me. Just re-clicking it?
Oh. So, next slide. They also controlled Xenomorphs.
You forgot the O. Oh, no. And they also controlled Xenomorphs.
So this is from the mobile game AVP Evolution. With the Super Predators as
digging deep into mobile games.
They were the antagonists of the game. They were colonial marines with 2 campaigns as either a predator or an alien. The aliens have a reddish hue to them to show they are a bad guy. There's a berserker alien that comes out of one of the super predators. The game has no dialogue. So there's not much I can, like...
It just sounds stupid.
There's not much I could add, but like I had to include it. The top left, by the way, is the berserker alien. If you want to... Like,
okay.
It's whatever. It's weird.
The predator horse now.
Oh, I thought you would love this one. So this was only a statue that was made by some production company, and it appears to be a mount similar to human horses. It was only like a collectible statue.
Yeah. The
spear with the head suggests it was used for Clan v Clan combat because it has a Yautja head.
Yeah, I mean,
it looks cool. If you zoom in on it, they have like samurai-esque look to him. He has like a sword. He has a spear. He looks. I want a series on him.
Just him riding through the Wild West on that thing.
The head's a little weird.
He has a cowboy hat on. Oh my god, I want this movie so bad. Like, you guys don't understand how much I want the Wild West fucking Predator movie.
I kind of like it, except for its head. the horse head.
Let's re-edit a Western movie to have Predator in it.
It'd be weird.
I'm not that good at editing. We'll figure that out someday.
Someday. I thought you would like that one, Samurai.
Human female Predator?
Yes! Oh, this one took me the most to research.
Okay, I'm gonna read the name. Her name is Machiko Noguchi.
I wouldn't have said that right.
Formerly a Chigusa Corporation employee. I don't know what Chigusa is, but
It's...
her name's Japanese.
Yeah.
Machiko Noguchi.
Yes.
That's why I wanted to say it.
Her colony was destroyed by predators and aliens, but in the incident, she earned the respect of a predator named Broken Tusk, to where she was blooded by him and joined his clan. She managed to kill an alien queen by decapitation.
Using what?
I don't know. I never read the comic.
Use Little Knife?
Yes, her name is
Little Knife.
Yeah, she's Little Knife to the other predators. That's the name they gave her.
Okay.
Often ridiculed and seen as a token human by the other predators, but had won their respect enough to get her own armor and room aboard the ship.
I mean, that's more than Roland got.
Yeah. Her and her clan captured a queen on a alien-infested world.
On an alien-infested world.
Well, you know, I like throwing a little twang into my
So
speech.
why are the comic books just, like, throwing aliens everywhere?
They love it. They love it.
I want to know how much of the comic books are still canon. Like, still fit with the modern-day alien
There's
canon.
at least one, and we'll get into him.
That's the Deacon.
She steps out of line by asking a question, and she fights in the pit. That's the title of the little pit they fight in.
It's the fucking thing from Mad Max.
Yeah, the
Thunderdome.
The Thunderdome. She regained her status, but she's humiliated and forced to serve food to the other low-ranking hunters. She decides that predators suck and releases the queen, crash lands on a planet in which her clan was hunting humans. She meets up with the humans, fights, kills 2 predators, commandeers the predator ship with the humans, and escapes.
So, she's a traitorous bitch.
Yeah, the next slide is Machiko Part 2. There's a lot of comics with her.
Why does she look like the one... That's her in the top right?
Yeah, that's
She looks like a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Of course, also, they love, like, the netting. Of course, you gotta have the sexy fishnet netting.
Why doesn't it cover her tits, too? Why does it like, have this wraparound in the back?
I don't know.
That's lame. Just net everything. No real.
So, Machiko, Part 2. She settled on Bellatrix 2, where she ran her own business as a safari guide for taking people on hunts with 3 assistants.
Why specifically 3 assistants?
Oh, she had 3 assistants. What do you want from me? She gets a call from a rich dude who wants her to hunt on his private hunting planet, for which she accepts. Ugh. She gets a call from the Colonial Marines to help with predators attacking a colony while controlling Xenomorphs, the killers. This is where they're from.
Oh, God.
She goes to her old clan, forms an alliance between her old clan and the Colonial Marines to fight these rogue killer predators after they aid them in subduing an alien queen. Well, the Colonial Marines aid her old clan in capturing another queen. They love capturing queens. That's like a hobby.
That seems like a thing. That's a trend.
Yeah. After 7 weeks, their combined fleet of ships goes to a killer's planet of operations, or POO, if you will. Machiko acted as a translator between the predators and the humans, as she is divided between her humanity and between her clan.
Why would she be divided? She already betrayed the clan.
Well, you know, it's the comics, man. They
First
land,
plot.
blast some xenomorphs, and the killers retreat in a ship to a new planet. They chase them to an unknown planet, only to be met with artillery fire, causing dropships to go planet-side. They learn the killers do not have a queen, as the queen would regain control of the xenomorphs, so they drop their recently captured queen onto the surface, causing havoc. She tried to retreat, but the predators wanted to die in glory, so they remove her mark with a sword dipped in acid blood. You can see that in the top left, by the way. Upon returning home, she was scolded for not keeping relations with the predator, loss of a potential predator tech, and they located another killer base where they might be making more Xenos, but she flipped them off, said it was not my problem, and left, and that's where the comics end.
I like the ending, but you misspelled Havoc.
Well, you know.
Havoc spelled with a C.
No, it's not the engine. The game engine.
You're right, the game engine's not, and the hero's not. But, the Marvel character's not, but the word Havoc is spelled with a C. Also, Machiko sounds like they were like, we just need a human predator, and they just kind of.
Don't worry, there's more.
I'm sure there are. But you got Big Mama next.
Big Mama, the female predator that was hunting Karen Delacroix, who is actually a genetically engineered trophy consort who can change her appearance.
Trophy consort?
So she's a trophy to some billionaire who...
Trophy escort, more likely.
Well, the wiki actually had her written down as a consort. I don't know. Whatever. Turns out it was all in a simulation set up by Toy, who's an artificial intelligence who created the white hybrids once it became corrupted. She would later escape and ally and train Karen how to fight. They would team up with a group of mercenaries, a queen mother, Xenomorph, to fight the white hybrids. Karen lets a facehugger latch onto her face as she can heal after it emerges due to her being genetically enhanced, and came back as Ash Parnell, whom was her past life and who created Toy. They eventually left after killing Toy and the hybrids with Big Mama, Ash Parnell, and the Xenomorph that hatched.
Damn.
How
I have no idea what's going on here. Like, you just explained all that to me, and like my first thought was like, wait.
So do you remember the Queen Mother from our Alien?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that.
Okay, but the facehugger went on Karen.
Yes.
And then she came back as someone else?
So after she died, she came back as her previous life.
How?
I don't know.
They're not in the simulation anymore, right?
I don't know.
Like, I don't understand. I understand 0% of what's been said. And I'm sure that's the whole plot of everything that happened.
I skipped through it. There's more.
Oh, no.
The next few. The Arid Predator hybrid, also known as the White Hybrid King, is the rival to Karen Delatrix's hatchling.
Delacroix.
I don't believe you. Created by the Toy mainframe that contained DNA from Xenomorphs, Yautja, and humans. They're intelligent and capable of speech, tools, using their facehuggers to impregnate hosts such as Xenomorphs, which is what killed the Queen Mother.
Wait, a facehugger?
They have their own facehugger.
Did they put a facehugger on the Queen Mother?
Yeah.
Do they get what I think they get from that, or do they get nothing? Like, what happens?
I don't know.
That seems so fun. This is all stupid.
Trophies hatchling. So this is the rival to the the White Hybrid King. Xenomorph human Yautja hybrid that was a rival to the White Hybrid King. Very intelligent, is capable of speech and can use weapons. Eventually teaming up with Big Mama, killing their Troy kicks, and they escape, and the creature is accepted by the Yautja. Apparently came from a queen's egg.
How? I don't understand any of this. Like, this is just getting stupider. It's just like, you know what? This is cool. Throw that in. Like, I understand, like, when you're writing comics, you write cool shit, right? I understand that.
Yes.
But. You have to, like logic.
So there's like a simulation. There's hybrids of hybrids. There's multiple hybrids that are fighting other
we're doing
hybrids.
a live reading on this of this comic on Twitch.
Oh my god!
You gotta buy every issue.
So I first found Big Mama, and I kept reading into her, and I'm like,
this is the dumbest thing I've ever read. This rivals like some of the fucking like Xenomorph shit from Alien.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Is he like a Norse god?
Who?
Ahab.
Oh, Ahab.
Look at him over on that far right picture in the top.
Oh, he's awesome.
He looks like a Norse goddamn god.
He's awesome. So, this came out after Prometheus.
Oh, this is the engineer one?
Yes, this is the boy who hunts an engineer. I'll read it to you.
Ends up in the Deacon.
Yes. An elder of many trophies looking for his final hunt that would be worthy. The engineer. Seeing a group of humans with an engineer rifle, he sneaks aboard their ship. Killing all but one, he captures the last human, showing him a projection of an engineer. He struck a deal with him to take him to the engineer, and then he would be released. Once arriving on LV-223, they bond over telling each other how they got their scars. They eventually find the engineer, and the two eventually kill it and take his skull as a trophy. They later start drilling into a mountain to find a human beacon inside, only to find it bleeds acid, and that is actually the Deacon fully grown. They barely escape and survive together for years from Xenomorphs on the LV-223, eventually becoming noticed by other stranded Marines and kills the engineer hunting them.
Where did this engineer come from?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's hunting other humans. I wasn't in charge of colonial marines. I was in charge with predator knowledge. This is all the parts that have the predator.
Oh, I hate you.
This
Let me skip the stuff I don't care about.
Another predator hunting tribe arrives on the planet. He kills their leader to prevent them from killing the humans. Eventually, Ahab leaves the humans and rides away with the predator clan aboard their ship.
What happens to the humans?
I don't know.
Do they just die on the planet?
This is from the predator's perspective. He don't know. He don't care. He's got his trophy.
He did care. He cared about that human. He loved him. They made love. They're gonna have a gay baby someday.
So you can see him taking his skull in the middle there.
Yeah. You got the bottom one seems to be a fight against.
Yeah, with the engineer.
And then the guy.
In the top left, you can see him looking at the cave paintings that they found in the Prometheus movie. Which I love that he saw that and he's like, I want to fucking kill that.
I will kill.
Do you like how this is an actual successful predator?
Yeah, I mean he didn't die. That's awesome. That's great. And he didn't he only teamed up with humans. He didn't have any pet xenomorph or something stupid like that.
I think he had a couple other predators, but whatever.
Well, I mean he didn't have anything stupid about the plot.
Yeah.
The plot makes nice sense at least from his perspective.
Can we click to the stupid?
The mutated predator.
So,
oh my god, that picture's ugly as shit.
What, top left?
Top right.
Top right?
Yeah.
A blooded hunter that became exposed to the black goo when bitten by Eldon, an organic synthetic that was infected.
Oh god, I hate all of this already.
Grew an extra arm and 10 more mandibles. Belonged to the hunting party of Ahab. Was able to equip a plasma caster and kill several xenomorphs as he was mutated. Eventually killed by getting his arms ripped off by Eldon and Francis Lane, whom was also mutated by the goo.
Oh, we're back to the worst plot device in the history of plot devices, the black goo.
Didn't you want to see a predator get... By the way, in the bottom right, that weird red and white thing is the synthetic that's organic.
Okay, so... Alright, why is it the black goo mutates the predator, though?
Because he touched it. He got bit.
But why does it just mutate him?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why does it give a human the ability to make alien babies?
What happens if this predator has sex?
He's mutated. He can't.
He has a dick.
He's mutated. He can't do it.
Alright. Hive Wars Predator. This one's cool. I like this one. A predator whom ended up stranded on Xenomorph Prime, the Xenomorph homeworld, after a hunting party went bad, was forced to salvage what he could and improvise weapons from the wreckage of his ship. Alright? Living as an outcast and often becoming the hunted by the aliens. Once sought refuge, but now he saw this as his greatest challenge he could ever hope for. He comes across a party of colonial marines that had been sent to investigate the planet, managed to murder several but is wounded and tried to retreat with his active camo. His tracks are followed and he's killed by reinforcing marines. Shitty ending, but I love the concept.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I also don't like how he's killed by people, though.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Right? I understand, the only reason the Predator in Predator 1 was murdered is because he underestimated arms.
Yeah. This guy just followed his tracks and shot him in the face.
Yeah, whereas this one's him being shitty.
Yeah. I love up to the end.
Yeah. Every other Predator that's ever died, I don't respect.
Yeah.
The only one I kind of understand is the first one.
Yeah.
A Predator should just be able to, look at a human and just melt us.
Yeah.
That's how fragile we are compared to them.
Yeah, by the way, it's called Hive Wars Predator because that's the name of the comic.
Wars. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, into the dumbest one.
The Fugitive Predator. I saved all this to the end for you. The Yautja human hybrid. They love hybrids.
Yep.
Don't know why. Goal was to deliver a weapon to the humans. When he crash land, he is seen flying the ship with his helmet and wrist gauntlet, but when it crashed, McKenna finds both in the ship, separated from the Predator. How?
Yeah, no.
That doesn't make sense, because he goes into the dropship, and I went into this step by step, because I was asking questions that the wiki didn't answer. I was like, need to find it. He's seen flying a ship with helmet on, goes to dropship, somehow he has two?
Maybe we need to find the deleted scene.
He's also seen... we'll get into those.
Yeah.
He's also seen cloaked without his supposed gauntlet, which is later shown to have a cloaking device in it too. Because he... I don't know.
It's not an question. Maybe it's because he's a human.
No. What? That doesn't make sense either.
Exactly.
His gauntlet has an automatic disc-throwing safety device that you see in the movie that harms him. If the helmet is hit, a plasma caster pops out the side and shoots back at whoever hit it. Remember that in the movie?
Yeah.
Gets captured by
stupid.
humans, supposedly is a more techie predator, is able to see through his helmet remotely and see a note and read it that says the address. What? How?
Why are you saying my lines?
Because I have questions too!
This is... Okay, this is the dumbest Predator
When you
movie.
break down this movie, it's horrible.
Yes, I know. I watched it, Cole. I watched it.
His gauntlet has like a mini computer that the kid gets called the Q-Jihad that is able to control the other Predator ship as the kid does. Has bone spurs on his arms that he can fire and fingernails sharp enough to tear a dude's face off. I went scene by scene to see the bone spurs, okay? They show up real quick when he's escaping the lab. And he's like, whoosh, and if you blink, you'll miss it. And he never uses it again.
It's like the movie was written without like any idea of why. It's just like, okay, so we'll write it so that this happens, and this happens, this happens, and this happens. But they don't explain why or how. It's just stuff happens. It's meant to be a dumb action movie, but it's just fucking mindless.
Also, it's really weird to see him hold a gun. It's just like so much was cut and remade and moved around that nothing makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. No, more stupid.
The Predator Killer. Hoo boy, this bad boy. The robot Predator thing that they gave him.
Yep.
Stolen by a fugitive Predator and brought to Earth to give to humans. The upgrade Predator sought to destroy it to prevent that. Designed to look like a Predator to the point of even having dreadlocks.
Yeah.
3 plasma casters on each shoulder with individual targeting lasers and a long wrist blades. Presumed to have cloaking and thermal vision just like the Predators. Why? Aren't the Predators supposed to always prevent other species from getting their tech? If he wanted to give them, why does he go on a murder spree?
Yeah, none of it makes sense.
No, this is like tacked on. You can see the concept art in the bottom right.
You can tell they're like, okay, that's how it ends. He found someone worthy to give it to. That's all he wanted.
It gets dumber.
The upgrade Predator.
A genetically modified Predator. His DNA is made up from different creatures from different planets, ripping out their spinal cords to get their DNA. That's a retcon. A stupid one.
Yeah, that's the change that I don't like. I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
But like, because I gotta say that's the canon, but like it's stupid. It was trophies. It should have stayed trophies.
Yep.
The fact that now they're looking for DNA and autism.
His DNA has been upgraded by the other Predators as shown to the kid through a nice presentation when he wears his mask.
Yep.
Yep, that's it. I don't know why he sees that, considering the mask is not his.
Yep.
Yeah. Took a kid to get his autism as he's a true warrior, despite the kid freaking out earlier in the movie when a fire alarm goes off.
Yeah, like okay, this might sound like I'm hating on people with autism. I'm not. High functioning, very interesting, very capable people. My problem was with this, like, how useless the kid is at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, it's not even like people with autism react to loud noises and it fucks with them. It's like that might not be every autistic person, but they show this kid having that.
They have, like, the only thing that this kid has shown to be a true warrior in is he can understand Predator tech.
He can understand Predator tech, which the upgrade Predator also understands Predator tech.
Yeah, so like there's no reason for this kid to be the true warrior. I have no problem with it if it was like they showed this kid like doing some amazing shit, like like being able to like touch a computer and make it explode, you know?
Yeah.
But the problem is like he's not. And like I think it would have been much better if he just had like some amazing abilities and was autistic. That would be like give them the hero, you know? But
like they show him in the beginning, they knock over a chessboard and he remembers exactly how the chessboard was set up, but
in terms of like what makes him the true warrior,
nothing does.
Nothing. And
nothing.
I say it detrimentally to my own detriment that I say like
this
autistic
movie
kids,
has
like,
a similar problem with it as Alien Covenant does that I have with the movie, in that midway through the movie they kill the alien or the Predator and replace it with another no one. So what's the point?
What's the point of the first one?
Yeah, what's the point? Right?
Well, unless you have the second one kill the first one.
Yeah.
That's the one time it's good. But
the fight's so weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does it. Like, He just kind of smashes him on a car and rips off his head, and now we got the upgrade Predator. He stands 11 feet tall. He's a tall motherfucker.
Yes, he is.
He's bulletproof and wrist blade proof. Explicitly shows him growing the armor-proof exoskeleton. Doesn't need a biohelmet to breathe or see thermal. He has to have implants to do that. Then has a bunch of puppers.
One turns on him.
Yeah.
Because of fetch.
Hates the fugitive predator. Got a weird chain whip thing, and his cannon is attached to his gauntlet now.
Yeah.
Instead of walking like a plantigrades, he walks with his digigrades, which feet resting on his toes instead of his palms, which for an upright creature doesn't work.
Yep.
You
have no balance.
Yeah, you'd have none, but it looks cool, Jared. It looks cool.
It's kind of like how if a Minotaur actually existed, they would be unable to balance.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool, though.
Yeah. But, like, it's just...
Is acting for a clan...
Unless the knees bend backwards.
So, he's acting for a clan and is not a rogue.
If the knees bend backwards, it works.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
I'm trying to think. Does the elites in Halo do that?
No.
So they wouldn't be balanced?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, if the knees bend backwards, so the problem with it being forwards, right?
Yeah.
Is you're like this normally, right? And when you extend it, right, and you go like that, right? What it does is it creates your center of gravity.
So what you're
it's
saying?
Way too behind it, right? But if the knees bend backwards and you extend your center of gravity.
So what you're saying is we need to evolve our knees to be like this, like zigzags.
No, just the knee.
No, multiple zags. We need multiple zigs and zags down. So yeah.
Yes, we need accordion like Skull.
Yeah.
So this guy is just a dick and giant, and honestly is one of the dumbest looking predators I've ever seen.
He's really dumb.
That makes no sense for him. Like, compare him to the fugitive, the one earlier. What was he called?
It's just the fugitive predator.
He's fucking all cool looking. He looks super
cool.
techy.
He's
His
techy.
dreadlocks are super nice. I really like the way he looked. I guarantee it. And then, God. But then you see this guy. He looks like this big fucking dumb. He looks like the ogre in fucking Harry Potter 1.
Oh my god. Like, it just...
The troll, I mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
He looks like what if like they made a live action Zelda movie. That's what a mob would look like.
Oh my god, no.
Right?
No.
Which is like a pig nose. Right, think about that. And I was like, it looks bad. It doesn't look like he's a predator. He never feels like a predator.
I wish they would have focused on one, honestly, or have a good fight with the two and had both exist throughout the fucking story. You looking at the second one?
On your next slide.
A space dog species used
Predator dogs 2, dumber.
They are dumber.
Look at that face. That face is so stupid.
It looks like your bulldog.
It looks like the hair tie. It does look like the hair tie.
Why does the upgrade predator have this?
Why is Tater Tot in the Predator franchise?
Oh my god. A space dog species used by the upgrade predator to hunt, chase, and kill prey.
For no reason.
Yep. Brought to Earth on the upgrade predator's hunt for the fugitive.
Maybe it can smell the fugitive. Who knows?
Maybe. One, they never... Did they
track? No, they never do.
Oh, okay. One was pacified due to a brain injury and acted like a normal dog with dreadlocks.
Yep.
Should give your
Play
dog.
fetch.
Yeah, we should give your dog dreadlocks.
I'll buy a wig.
Okay, the dog. Oh, sure, eat the hair.
Hey, let's go.
The dogs were created through hybridization techniques that were similar to how the upgrade predator, with the predator DNA being mixed with them.
Yeah, that's why they have a predator dumb face and
Marv.
That's so stupid. Why doesn't it have the mandible?
What if it's like a retarded predator? They're like, okay, you're a dog now.
Like the difference between Goofy and Pluto.
Yeah. You're a dog now. Like their master, they possess bulletproof skin, loves fetching with grenades.
And brings a grenade back so the one lady can escape. Despite her being a doctor and not any way trained.
Yeah, that's also a thing. Also, throughout the end point of the movie, they start trying to kill the doctor, despite the fact that they asked her to come. She didn't.
So the thing about the doctor was they never planned to let her live. That was the idea. The idea was they brought her in and they were going to kill her no matter what. And then she ended up, and that's why she joins the what's the ragtag group called? They have a name throughout the movie.
I don't know. The Loonies.
What?
The Loonies?
Yeah, the Loonies. She joins them because they convinced her that they were going to kill her no matter what.
Oh,
so that's what you're supposed to believe as the Watcher. Whether or not you believe that in actuality, the government wouldn't do that. I don't think so.
So I was like writing down shit for this. The McKenna trusts a random bar owner to deliver his package to his house after showing him the cloaking device. Why does he trust him, and how does he know he ain't gonna run off with the Predator helmet?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Like, why does he even show him it? Why?
Okay, so we're just breaking out every plot hole in the Predator.
I got really mad while making this, I remember.
Okay, so this is gonna be like the Prometheus one from here on out.
A little bit. Instead of shipping the cloaking device, he swallows it? How does he know the cloaking device won't randomly go off when it's inside of him? Why doesn't it go to the P.O. Box too?
Oh, you're asking me questions about a movie I didn't research?
Yeah, I have questions that the wiki didn't explain. I want you to give me answers.
Okay, hold up. Okay,
The kid finds the packet in his Hollywood Asperger's, so of course he can understand alien tech.
Okay, so as I said, we have nothing wrong with the mentally disabled.
No,
right?
I am. I think. I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
We're both a little bit there. But, like, the way it's portrayed in this film, he is both the kicking bag and the most capable thing of all time. And he needs to be one or the other.
Yes.
Right? And, like, I just hate that direction. Also, another thing about the whole beginning. The whole first 10 minutes.
Of, like, the space chase?
The space chase, followed by the crash, followed by him getting the tech, followed by him shipping the tech. Just makes no sense.
If you follow it bit by bit and like follow where stuff is, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there's no way.
Why does he have two helmets and also a wrist gauntlet?
And it's just the ship also is flying really stupid.
Yeah.
Like the fact it's a remote control ship that he's inside and flying it remote controlled.
Also, how does he can control the other dude's ship? It shows him
I think it's supposed to be like they hacked it.
So the kid hacked.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be that. Maybe that's why they want him, because he can hack Predator tech. Anyway, yeah, it's just and like
now I want a hacker movie, but with predators.
Right?
Like a '90s hacker movie.
I love it.
Oh my god, the predators are increasingly visiting due to global warming and want to get what they want before we go extinct.
I do like. That's actually a thread I kind of liked.
Yeah.
I was like they're fearing we're gonna go extinct, so they want the good parts of our genetics before we do.
Yeah.
Right? Like if they were hunting for genetics, which they weren't to begin with, but if they are, then I like the idea that like they understand that we're killing ourselves and that they want our genetics.
Yeah.
Right? I like that part. Now it's throwing global Wolfen in and all that shit is stupid, right? Because it detracts from the main purpose of the movie.
Yeah.
But hey, I like the idea behind it.
Sure. Why are the bus of loonies sent to Stargazer instead of a prison, or just McKenna if you don't want him to say what
kill McKenna.
Just kill McKenna, yeah, if you don't want him to say what he say.
Yeah, the government in this movie is stupid.
So they do explain that in the cuts.
Okay.
So the movie's in the same timeline as AVP and AVP2 because in the background, a Xenomorph tail shows up that she made in AVP1. You can see in the top screen, that's her holding it, and that's in the background.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a, like a Easter egg, but yeah. Why is all the alien tech behind glass cases and not being studied?
Yeah, makes sense.
The film has two almost duplicate helmets, one with the kid and one with Stargazer. Why does the Predator have two helmets? This drove me up a wall. The only difference being the right eye on one has scratches, which is dropped by the kid when he is trick-or-treating and later found by the government.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That just dropped midway, and I feel like, oh god. When they call the woman for her knowledge on Predator only to kill her when she discovers it. You explain that. When shooting at the dogs in the baseball park, the loonies run across each other's lines of... I watched that scene. It's awful. They literally drive in front of each other and past each other.
Terrible.
It's insane.
It's as if they don't have... It's as if they're not military trained people.
One jumps out of his car as the others are headed towards it and barely miss.
Right? Like, legitimately, like, in the military, you would divide it up into sectors of fire. You have from... 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
They basically surround the Predator dogs, but they can easily shoot each other.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's terrible. You always do a line.
So there's also 3 spaceships. I counted them. Okay? Because the upgrade Predator ship crashes in Mexico, which the government finds, but then they find another ship in America within the same they travel, which the upgrade Predator blows up, but then he flies off into a third one, which is owned by the upgrade Predator. So there's 3, but they forget one.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like watching. I'm like, no way, could they? What? Ah, God. They're supposed to be the first in a trilogy.
Was it canceled?
Yeah, guaranteed. Behind the Predator. Oh my God. Originally, Shane Black wanted it to be the sequel or prequel to The Predators.
Okay.
So originally, the fugitive Predator was seeking asylum on Earth and now worked for the government. With 2 extra Predators known as emissary Predators that wore armor with army-style camo on it and meant to join the forces with the loonies to kill the ultimate upgrade Predator.
What?
One of the 2 emissaries were to be female. They also
sleep with
used...
the main character?
Huh?
Is she gonna sleep with the main character?
I wish. They also used human machine guns. They also reshot the ending sequence, so instead of it being during the day, it was at night.
So we couldn't see shit because it was shot poorly.
Yes.
The ending of that movie, I saw. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on, and
No.
it's stupid. I want McKenna.
2 unused endings for the movie would have involved Alan Ripley or Newt being found in the pod, with both wearing a breathing mask with the logo of Weyland-Yutani. You know the scene with the Predator killer? That would have been Ripley or Newt. That was an idea. They were
That's
throwing...
100. It's over 100 years in the past.
Yes.
How?
I don't know.
What the? If they had done that, I would. We would not be making this right now because I would be too angry. Like I would have broken my laptop as soon as I saw it. Just instantly punched.
I saw that idea and I'm like, Jared will love this.
That is okay. If they had done that, I would hate Predator 1. Right? Prometheus didn't make me hate Alien, but that would have made me hate Predator.
Originally, the idea of obtaining DNA was to be used in Predators. They've wanted to use this idea.
Why? They want to use it for 8 years? Why?
I don't know.
I don't think that sounds good. Like, it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, so I've been trying to, I gather as many photos of these 2 Predators that I could. You can zoom in if you want.
Yeah.
Like, they're on a tank. People saw these were, production shots that were never showed up in the movie. They're like, where does this show up?
That face is the dumbest looking face.
What, the bottom?
Bottom left, the one on the right.
I think that's the female.
It looks like it's got the jaw is so big on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like anything like the other Predators, but the Predators have really narrow jaw.
Yeah.
I was like, look how bulky my
These
jaw
are
is.
toys, by the way.
I can tell they're toys.
Yeah. It's the only thing I could gather from it.
I mean, I respect you going that deep on one thing.
Oh, when I saw that, I knew I had to dig into it.
Okay,
so Stargazer is a top-secret CIA program with the task of capturing a predator, which already started as OWLF,
we've already covered.
Yes, program, which is in Predator 2, but evolved into Stargazer. Since there were 2 decades of alien inactivity, they were going to originally shut down the project, but instead they privatized it to keep it going, arguing that they would only sell non-military tech to the public.
Oh, the libertarian dream.
Made up of disavowed agents and soldiers from other organizations, explaining why they're so ruthless. After the casualties of Stargazer during the Predator, it was shut down and OWLF was reinstated. Even after this, Stargazer still operated illegally and wanted to become an illegal arms dealer for alien tech.
I thought you explained it. I thought you said you went to the deleted scene where it explains why they didn't kill him.
Kill what?
Kill the guy. You said it explains it in a deleted scene.
I don't remember.
Okay. I guess you skipped it. Okay, the name Stargazer is better than OWLF, but it's still stupid.
Yeah, I dug a little bit into it, and then
in all real honesty, if the government named it, it'd be an acronym.
Yeah.
Space travel arrangement. I don't know. Anyway.
And I want to end this with something I thought you would like. You like
the middle one looks like a fucking Mortal Kombat character.
A little bit. It's a Predator statue made by Prime 1 Studio. Armor design is from the Sengoku era. Stands at 35 inches tall. That's the statue height. This is only a statue. I thought you would like it.
Okay. Now we're gonna end this with what if they had what's a good samurai movie? I can't think of one off the top of my head.
I want this to be a movie. This just simplify it. Just why can't this be it?
Right? Like you don't have to do anything with the Predator.
His mask is awesome in the top middle one.
Yeah, you don't have to convolute the Predator, right? That's my biggest thing. Predator's a simple thing. It's cool because the idea works on the most basic level of a dude who hunts the best prey And that's good, right? And you can simplify it to the point of just putting him in other movie genres.
Yeah.
Where, like, in Wild West, he
want
wants the Clint Eastwood character.
Like a samurai movie with a predator. Like, they kind of did it with the Predators with that sword fight, but it was kind of like badly done sword fight.
Yeah, but imagine like if he actually, instead of having a wrist blade, drew a real sword.
Yeah, you can't really have a sword fight with a wrist blade.
No matter how many times Mortal Kombat tries.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a different type of fighting style.
Yeah, right. But imagine if he drew an actual sword, like, and challenged a samurai. Or imagine like in a martial arts, like a Jet Li style martial arts. So like imagine him in Yip Man 5.
This Predator looks better than like the past like 8 Predators we've seen.
It looks better than every Predator in the last 2 decades.
Yeah.
Like, no, I can't speak for all the comics, but I'm talking about in the movies.
Yeah.
Like, since the only Predator I think looks better since 1992 is probably the City Hunter.
City Hunter looks cool and is made by a legendary production dude.
I think the City Hunter looks better than this, but that's just a personal thing. I prefer this time design. But I just, like, you could do so many easier, simpler things than just...
a simple plot, you know?
Just, there's a thing, he wants to kill it, he's hunting it, and they have a fight. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, we gotta wrap up. This is almost 2 hours.
It's fine.
Is it really?
I don't know.
I have no idea either. So join us next week for my first time being the researcher with Final Fantasy VIII.
I have no experience with JRPGs. This will be interesting.
Oh, and I started him off on the weirdest one I could think of that was popular.
Boy.
And after that, we're going to be doing Impossible Creatures.
Yay!
Because we want to get away as far away from Alien and Predators as we can for a little bit.
Yes, I want a short thing, just one. We're done.
Yeah,
we'll do more when they release more, inevitably.
Yes, when when Alien 5 and the last 2 or last 1 is 2 more Alien movies in the
I don't know.
line.
I don't know.
They're trying to do 4 if I remember correctly, and then the next Predator, which is going to be they
can't drop a franchise. They're gonna make another one.
They're gonna hunt some dude with giganticism. Trying to think of where they can go.
They're trying to get his DNA.
Before
Their
we go
bones
extinct.
are brittle.
No, they want the Elephant Man's DNA. All right.
All right.
We'll see you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.